Dear students, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? I hope best for you. I Mukesh Kumar welcomes you to online Mukesh Online Academy. आपका मुकेश ऑनलाइन अकेडमी में स्वागत है. And we are doing the chapter 12 of NCERT book Electricity. That is the electricity. Okay, for class 10. And we have covered already some part of the chapter into the videos. Like in the first one we covered about the introduction, then we covered about the electric current and ammeters, then we covered about the potential difference, okay, then we covered about the Ohm's law, we covered about the activities, we covered different questions related to that, we covered about the electric circuit diagrams, okay. So we have covered so much of the part, okay. So now in this video we are going to cover the part that is the factors affecting the resistance. Okay, so I hope you would have seen those videos. If you have not seen, then I have given the links into the description, so you can go through those videos. Then it will help you to understand this video in a better way. Okay, so one usual tip that I usually give. Okay, so whenever you are watching any study related video, okay, so think it like a live class. Okay, keep a notepad and pen with you, notebook basically, and start writing the keynotes like formula, like some points that you think is good for the examination point of view. So this way you will make a summary, and whenever the exam comes, then you can revise this summary in a very short period of time. So it will save your time, because it becomes very difficult to cover the whole syllabus just before the exam and during a 1 day or 2 days. So preparing a summary is the best habit. I think you must be following that. Okay, so if you have any doubt, if you have any query, then you can write to me into the comment box, or you can write to me on the mail or WhatsApp, or you can follow me on the Telegram. Okay, I have given their ID into the description. And if you want to get the free notes of each and every chapter, then you can also write to me on the WhatsApp or mail. Okay, and if you want to have the live online classes, then you can also write to me on the WhatsApp or mail, and we will be happy to serve you. Okay, so now in this video we will do about what are the different factors that affect resistance and what is the resistivity. That we will learn about this formula. Okay, so now let's start. Okay, so now we will study about the factors affecting the resistance. In the last videos, when we studied the Ohm's law, that we have said that V upon I is equals to R. R means the resistance. Okay, and we had discussed that it is a constant quantity, but it is not always constant. Okay, it is constant under certain conditions. Okay, so what are these conditions that we will study into the factors which affect the resistance? So what are the different factors which affect the resistance? See, the first is the length of conductor, or you can say wire. Okay, so how does it affect the length of the conductor? You can say that R is directly proportional to L, where L is the length of conductor. Okay, and as we know, what is the meaning of direct proportion? Okay, resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to the length of the conductor. Okay, so what does the direct proportion mean? It means that when one quantity is increased, then other quantity will also increase in the same ratio. If it is decreased, then the other quantity will be decreased into the same ratio. You can understand this by the example that we have learned in the maths in class 8, direct and inverse proportion. Like, suppose if one person eat 2 chapatis and there are 5 persons in the family, that means they will eat the 10 chapatis. Now 5 more person came, now means the number of persons have become double. So that means we have to make the 20 chapatis. So that means we will have to double the chapatis also. If the number of person becomes 15, that means the number of person have become 3 times. So in the same manner, the number of chapatis will also become the 3 times, like 30. Or if the number of person decrease, if suppose somebody goes out, then we will have to in the same ratio decrease the number of chapatis. Okay, so the direct proportion means the same ratio, either it will increase or decrease if other quantity is increased or decreased. Okay, so let's say the length of conductor and we see the resistance. Okay, see, if the length of conductor is doubled, means we make the length double. Suppose this was the length and now we make the length double, so that means the resistance will also be doubled. Okay, now if we make the length of conductor half, suppose instead of this length, if we make this much of length, so that means it will also become half. Suppose if the length of the conductor is tripled, that means 3 times, so the resistance will also be tripled, or you can say 3 times. If it is make 1/3, then the resistance will also become 1/3. Okay, so the resistance of a conductor is directly related to the, or directly proportional to the length of the conductor. Okay, now the second is, see, the second factor is area of cross section of conductor or wire. Okay, so here we will denote it by A. Okay, so here the resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section. It also means the thickness of the wire. Okay, so it depends, it inverse proportion means, suppose if one quantity is increased, then other quantity will decrease into the same ratio. If one quantity is decreased, then other quantity will increase into the same ratio. This also you have learned in the class 8 in the maths, in the direct and inverse proportions. So we can understand this by an example, like suppose if we have fixed number of chapatis, like 20 chapatis we have, okay, and if there are 10 persons in the family, okay, that means each will get the 2 chapatis. Now suppose if the 5 person goes out, that means the number of person have reduced, so now each person can have the 4 chapatis, because we have the fixed number of chapatis. That means when the number of the person became half, the chapati that each person will get become double. Now let's say if the instead of 10 persons, now 10 more persons come, so now we have got the 20 persons, means double the number of persons, so that means now each person will get the 1 chapati, so that means the number of chapatis each person will get become half. So we can say that the resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section or thickness of the wire. Now what exactly the area of cross section mean, so that we need to know. Okay, most of the wire are cylindrical in nature. Okay, so as we have learned in the class 9 in the mathematics, in the surface area and volume, means the volume of the cylinder is basically pi r square h. So here the pi r square means the area of base, or here the h means the length. Okay, so base means this is the base, circular base. Okay, or if you cut it like this, then you will get a coin like structure. So this coin like structure means the circle is the area of cross section. So this area of circle is area of cross section. Okay, suppose if the wire is like this, then in this case this will become the area of cross section. So this rectangle or square become the area of cross section. So area of cross section means the base of the wire that we can see, and the length means this is the length. Height we can see the, okay, area of cross section and resistance. Okay, see, if we make the area of cross section double, means area, this instead of this area it becomes double. Suppose this was the previous area, if this area becomes double, that means the thing has widened, so the resistance will become half. You can imagine like that. Suppose if you are going in a street and if you make that street double of the width, so that means we can move in that street without any hindrance, so that means the resistance has become half. Now if the area of the cross section means half, then the resistance will become double. Suppose if we make this area as a smaller area, then the resistance will become double. You can just imagine the street that you are following now has got the half of its width that previously we were using. Okay, in that case it becomes more difficult to go from that speed. So that means the resistance has become double. Same way, if the area of cross section become 3 times or tripled, then the resistance will become 1/3. If we make the area of cross section 1/3, that means the resistance will become 3 times. Okay, so this is how the area of cross section will affect the resistance. Now, in most of the time, we have the circular base or the circular area of cross section, and what is the area of the circle? A equal to pi r square. Okay, so now if we have already written that r equal to 1 upon a, r proportional to 1 upon a, it means that r proportional to 1 upon pi r square, where pi is a constant. We already know that it has a constant value, so that means r will be proportional to 1 upon small r square, where small r is the radius of wire or conductor. Okay, now r we know equal to d upon 2, where d is the diameter. Okay, so that means if we put this r d upon 2 in the above, that means r proportional to 1 upon d by 2 whole square. It means that r proportional to 4 upon d square. Here 4 is constant. It means that the r proportional to 1 upon d square. Okay, so what we can conclude here is that the resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to square of the radius or diameter. So this is the conclusion. Sometimes it may come into the exam, so how the resistance of a conductor is related to the radius or the diameter of the wire. Okay, so now let's see in the tabular form. Suppose we have the radius or diameter in one column, area of cross section, and the change in resistance. Suppose if we make the radius or diameter double, that means 2 times. Okay, so we already know that pi a equal to pi r square. So that means if we make the radius double, so that means 2 square is 4. So that means area will become 4 times. Okay, suppose if we make this length, if we make this radius double, then this area will become 4 times. So that means the resistance will become 1 by 4, because the area of the cross section has changed to 4 times. Now if we make the radius half, that means we have to make the 1 by 2 square, which is equal to 1 by 4. So that means if we just reduce the areas, so the area of the cross section will become 1 by 4, and the resistance will become 4 times. Same way, if we make the radius or diameter 3 times or triple, okay, then area of cross section will become 9 times, and the resistance will become 1 by 9. Same way, if we make the radius or diameter 1/3, then the area of cross section will become 9 times, and the resistance will become 9 times. So this is how we can find how the relationship between the radius and diameter, area of cross section, and the resistance, and we can get these type of questions into the exam. Okay, so finally what we can conclude, we combine both. Basically, suppose to get low resistance, so what should we do? Take conductor of more area of cross section, or we can say the thick wire, and less length, low length, or you can say the short length. Okay, so you can say a thick and short wire have the low resistance. So we can say that a thick and short wire is used to get low resistance. Okay, now to get the more resistance, we can take a thin wire with long length, or you can say that a long and thin wire have more resistance. Clear? So this is how we can conclude this topic here. So we have learned the 2 factors. Now the third factor is nature of material. See, what is the meaning of the nature of material means? Like aluminium, like silver, like gold, like copper, like iron, and there are so many things. All these are the materials, different kind of material. Suppose if we take, so that means our resistance will also depend on the material. Suppose if we take the two wire of the same length, same thickness, but of the two different materials, then both will have the different resistance. Okay, so this is how the nature of material affects the resistance of a conductor. And now the fourth one is the temperature of the conductor. See, here the temperature means whether the wire is hot or cool. What is the basically heating status of the wire? If the wire becomes hot, that means the temperature becomes more. In that case, the temperature will become more. That means the resistance will also become more. If the wire is cool, okay, at the room temperature or cooler than that, that means its temperature is less and it will have the less resistance. Okay, but this is valid for the all pure metals. Okay, so the resistance of pure metals increase on increasing the temperature. Okay, and decrease on decreasing the temperature. Okay, clear? So what is the reason? Why does the temperature affect? See, what happens basically whenever the temperature is increased, that means the heat is being gained. So whenever the heat is being gained, so the collisions between the free electrons increase. Suppose as we had studied the reason of the resistance, that it is because of the collisions that the electrons face with themselves or with the atoms of the elements, okay, with the atoms of the material, that results into the resistance. And now this collision increases because of the increase in the temperature. So this is the reason that the resistance also in case of pure metals increases. Okay, clear? So what is happening? The collisions are being increased, so that is why the resistance is also increasing. So we have learned about the four factors. First is the length of the conductor, second is the area of the cross section, third is the nature of material, and fourth is the temperature of the conductor. So these are the four things which affect the resistance of a conductor. Now we will study about the resistivity. See, what is the resistivity? For that we will have to go just little what that we have already studied, that R is directly proportional to L, which is the length of the conductor, that we have studied previously. Okay, then we have studied that R is proportional to 1 upon A. Suppose if we combine both of them, that means R proportional to L upon A. Okay, we have combined both of them. So now we have to remove this proportionality constant. Okay, so the R equal to rho L upon A. So this is the formula that we get, where rho is the specific resistance, or we can say the resistivity also. Okay, so this rho basically it is a proportionality constant. Okay, and this is also known as the specific resistance or resistivity. Clear? This rho we can write as RH. Okay, now we have to define the resistivity. Suppose if we take the length of the conductor as a 1 meter, okay, and if we take the area of cross section as 1 meter square, and if we put into this, so R equal to rho 1 upon 1, it means that R equals to rho. So we can say that the resistivity of a conductor is the resistance of a conductor is equal to the resistance of a conductor having 1 meter length and 1 meter square of the area of cross section. So this is how we can define the resistivity. See the definition that we can write. Okay, now we can give one more definition. See, the next definition that we can give, it is the resistance offered by a cubical conductor of 1 meter. 1 meter cubical conductor. If you remember in the surface area and volume, a cube means all having the square surface. That means the each surface all having the square edges. Okay, square surfaces. So each edge have the same length. Okay, so here the length of the conductor also become 1 meter. The area means 1 into 1. Okay, so that also become the 1 meter square. So that means if we have a cubical conductor of 1 meter, so whatever the resistance offered by that conductor to the flow of the current is called the resistivity of that conductor. Okay, now we can give one more definition. So in one simple definition we can also give that the resistivity of a substance is equal to the resistance of a rod of that substance, which is 1 meter long and 1 meter square. So ultimately it becomes a cubical conductor. So any of the definition we can give about the resistivity. Okay. Now comes the SI unit. See, we have R equals to rho L upon A. Okay. So if we just cross multiply that, that means R into A equal to rho L. It means that rho equals to R into A upon L. Okay. So we know that SI unit of resistance is ohm. SI unit of area is meter square, and SI unit of the length is meter. So we take that ohm m is to power 2 minus 1, that means ohm meter. Okay. So this is the SI unit of resistance. We can also write this like omega meter. So this also can be written in this way. So the SI unit of the resistivity is ohm meter. Okay. Or here we can say that the resistance of a conductor per unit length. Here the unit we have taken per meter length. Okay. So this is how we will give the SI unit of the resistivity. Okay. Now the factors on which the resistivity depends. Okay. First, it depends on the nature of material. Okay. So different materials have the different resistivity. This is the reason that the two wires of the same length and same area of cross section or same thickness, but of the different material have the different resistance because they have the different resistivity. And the second, it depends on temperature of the conductor. Okay. So with change in the temperature, the resistivity will also change. How it changes, that we will study. Okay. So then next is on what factors it does not depend. So it does not depend on length and area of cross section. Clear? Suppose if we change the length of the wire or if we change the area of the cross section of the wire, but we do not change the material or temperature, it means the resistivity will remain the same. Okay. You are asked this question in the exam that the length of the wire has been doubled or the area of the cross section has been changed, then how much the resistivity will change. See, here there will be no change in the resistivity, only the resistance will change. Okay. So we can say that the resistivity is a characteristic property of material. Okay. So the resistivity is a characteristic property of material. So if we change the length or area of the cross section or both, then the resistance will become changed. That we will do the examples later and the next video, and the resistivity will remain the same. Okay. See, the resistivity of pure metals is less, and then the resistivity of alloys. Alloys have the more resistivity than pure metals. Okay. So that is why we use the pure metals for the conduction of electricity through transmissions. Okay. For the transmission purpose. And the resistivity of insulator is maximum. So that is why we use them as a insulators. Okay. And resistivity of alloys is between them. So that is why they used as a heating element, because they provide the more heat because of the more resistance. Okay. There is a thing called order. So resistivity of pure metal is in the order of 10 to the power minus 8 to 10 to the power minus 6. Resistivity of alloys is in the order of 10 to the power minus 6 to 10 to the power minus 4. And resistivity of insulator is in the order of 10 to the power 12 to 10 to the power 17. With all, we will write the ohm meter. This is the order of resistivity. Okay. Clear? So we want to just clarify what is the meaning of resistivity of aluminium is 2.63. So how does it mean that suppose if we take an aluminium wire of length 1 meter and if we take the area of the cross section of the aluminium wire 1 meter square, so in this case the resistance of this aluminium wire will be 2.63 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm. Okay. So how can we write it? So if we take an aluminium wire of 1 meter length and its area of cross section is 1 meter square, then its resistance will be 2.63 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm. So this is how we can define the resistivity of the aluminium or any other material if we are asked to define in the question. Okay. Then the next is the what are the effect? How does the temperature affects the resistivity? Okay. The resistivity of a conductor, or here we can see the pure metal. Okay. It increases with the increase in temperature. Just in the factors affecting the resistance, we had studied that when we increase the temperature, the resistance is also increased. So this is why is it increased? Because the resistivity increases. Okay, because of the increase in the resistivity, the resistance of that particular conductor or metal, will pure metal, will increase. And if the temperature is decreased, then resistance is also decreased. Okay. Now the second point, see, the resistivity of a semiconductor decreases with increase in temperature. What does the semiconductor mean? Semiconductor has the conduction of electricity or conduction of electricity or heat. Okay, less than the conductor means less than the pure metals, but more than the insulators, or you can say more than the non-metals. We have studied in the chemistry about the metalloids. Then the elements are metals, non-metals, and between them are the metalloids, and they have the conductivity less than the metal but more than the non-metal. So that is why they are called the metalloids. Okay. So in this case, when we increase the temperature, their resistivity decreases, and when the resistivity decreases, so that means their resistance will also decrease. Okay. So this is the reason that these semiconductors like germanium, like silicon, okay, like arsenic, okay, they are being used in the electronic equipment, like in the laptop motherboards, the chips that they are made of silicon, like in the mobile phones, their motherboard have the silicon chips. Okay. So most of the electronic gadgets has got the semiconductor chips. Why? Because with the increase in temperature, their conductivity increases too much. So that is why we see when we use them for the longer time, they becomes too hot because the conduction has been increased. Okay. Now, see the insulator, any insulator, like we have the ebonite, we have the glass or rubber, so their resistivity is already very high. So whenever we increase the temperature, there is no change in the resistivity of those materials. So that is why we use them for insulation purpose. Okay, clear? Because they do not change their resistivity. Resistivity in case of electrolytes, the resistivity will decrease whenever we increase the temperature. So here what does the electrolyte mean? That the solution of any acid, any base or any salt in water. Okay, so when we have any solution of acid, base or salt in water, then when we increase the temperature, their resistivity decreases. So that is why when they become very hot, they can conduct the electricity much faster than when they are in the cool condition. Okay, so this is why when the conductivity of the electricity is being more, their temperature increases because the resistivity is getting decreased. Okay, so now comes the resistivity of alloys. See, it also increases because they contain the metals. Okay, with rise in temperature, but it is very less. If we compare them with the pure metals, then this change in the resistivity is less. So that is why when the alloy becomes more hot, okay, then its resistance slightly increases, not too much. So they provides even more heat. Okay, so dear students, in the factors affecting the resistance, the effect of temperature on the resistivity, what we have studied, that the resistivity of a conductor or metal increases with the increase in temperature. So the resistance will also increase when we increase the temperature. The resistivity of a semiconductor decreases, okay, with increase in temperature. So that means the resistance of the semiconductor will decrease, so it will conduct the electricity more. So that is why we use them into the electronic gadgets. Okay, and insulators, there is no change in the temperature, so that means there will be no change in their resistance also. In case of electrolytes, means the solution of any acid, base or salt in water, okay, it will decrease. So that is why when they become hot, they conduct electricity in a better way. And in the last, an alloy, there is increase in temperature because alloy is a mixture of pure metals, but it is not as too much as compared to the pure metals. Okay, So last thing that we will write is conductivity. Conductivity means the conduction of electricity is reciprocal of resistivity. Okay. So when the resistivity is less, the conductivity is more. If the resistivity is more, the conductivity is less. Clear? Got it? So students, today we have studied about the factors which affect the resistance. We have studied the four. Okay, one was the length, second was the area of cross section, third was the nature of material, and fourth was the temperature. Then we studied about the resistivity, but the resistivity we studied that it depends on the two factors. One is the temperature, other is the nature of material. That means if we change the length or if we change the area of cross section, there will be no change in the resistivity, but the resistance will change. And we have studied how the temperature affects the resistivity, so that at the same time the resistance will also affect. So dear students, in the next video we will cover about the some questions related to the resistivity important for exams. Okay, so here we will take some numericals. Okay, like how does, when the length changes, then how does the resistance change, or how can we calculate the resistivity or resistance when the length and area is given. So these type of questions we will take into the next video. Okay, and there will be some more questions which comes to the reasons. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Write your comments about video, any query, doubt about the topic in the comment box. And if you have any doubt, then you can write to me on the mail or WhatsApp also. You can follow me on the Telegram. The IDs I have given into the description. Okay, and if you want to have the free notes of each and every chapter, free notes, then you can also write to me on the mail or WhatsApp. And if you want to have the live online classes, then you can also write to me on the mail or WhatsApp. And students, you must be enjoying the videos. Kindly share it with your friends, subscribe to it. So thank you so much.